Hello and welcome. This is Rafi from Dorik. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use margin and padding to add necessary space on any element or content of your website. Dorik follows the CSS Box Model rule. So in this case, let's take a look at this image. Let's say in the center, we have got a content. It could be a heading, paragraph, image, or whatever it is. Now it will have some default values of padding, border, and margin. These values could be invisible or zero values. Now, whenever we will apply a padding value to the content, it is going to work inside the border. And we can provide like padding top, padding right, bottom, left, depending on our need. And when we will apply margin values, these values are going to make effect outside the border of the content. So this is how the spacing works on Dorik. Now let me take you here on the builder, and after that, let me explain the thing. For instance, just take a look. I have got this heading here with a border. Now I want a gap in between the left border here and with the text. How we can achieve this? Simple. If we click on this edit element, and after that let's go to styles, and we are going to find these margin and padding options. Now as I want a gap in the left side and inside the border, so we can provide a padding value into the left. So let's add a padding value of 50 pixels in the left padding, and just take a look. We have got a gap in between the left border and with the text, and as we have provided the padding value, it worked inside the border. Now same value, if we provide, let's say 50 pixels of left margin value, 50 pixels, just take a look, it worked outside the border of our original content, right? Now let's say I want a gap in between the content border and the text here on the top. So in this case, we can provide a value, let's say a 70 pixels of spacing, and just take a look. As I have provided the value in the padding, it worked inside the border. Now if I add a value of, let's say 100 pixels top margin, it is going to work outside this border. So let me type out pixel here and just take a look. It worked like this. Now I want a gap in between the column background and the titles border here into the right side. So we can simply provide a margin value of right. So I'm going to add, let's say 50 pixels from here. Just take a look. We have got a space in between the column and with the title, and as we have provided the margin value, it worked outside the border of our original title, right? So this is how the margin and padding works. Now let's just duplicate this element here, and I want some gap in between the first heading and with the second heading. How we can achieve this? So simple, I can click on edit element, and after that I can provide a margin bottom value here. Let's say I want a gap of 300 pixels in the bottom. Just take a look. When I provided margin value, it taken 300 pixels of space in between the first title and the second title. So the same value, if I provide in the, let's say padding bottom 300 pixel, you are going to see that it is going to take the space inside the border. So let's put 300 pixel. Just take a look. It, as we have provided the padding value here, it worked inside the border. And when we are providing the margin values, these values are working outside the border of the content, and like this. So I believe you have got a clear idea how margin and padding works on a website. So I believe you have found this video helpful. If you have got any question, please feel free to ask by leaving a comment, and thank you so much for watching.